Di ko feel, honestly, hindi ko feel na 35. Parang dahil mag-birthday lang ako, doon ko lang naisip na 35 na muna ako. Parang ang bilis lang. Dati, feeling ko ako yung pinakabata. Tapos ngayon, parang ang bilis lang ng mga pangyayari. Tapos 35 years old na ako. I'm happy and also grateful na umabot ako ng 35. Umabot ng 35. Feeling ko, ano pa ako, parang life is just starting for me. I grew up in a very strict family, especially my mom. Talagang pinalaki niya kami na, especially ako dahil ako yung eldest. So I think it shaped me to be a very disciplined person. But in a sense also, medyo late bloomer ako dahil nga takot ako sa nanay ko, takot ako sa parents ko na baka magkamali ako. So lagi akong takot. So kaya din late bloomer yung mga gusto ko, late bloomer ako sa mga gusto kong gawin in life. But I'm also very grateful na strict sila dahil nga napalaki nila ako ng maayos. Siguro naintindihan ko na ngayon kung bakit ako gusto ng mama ko na yung gusto niya meron akong career talaga na stable. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na yung pinili kong career ay hindi career. Pero I think as a mother, she's just very protective and just very concerned na pinag-nursing niya kasi ako before. But dahil nga gusto ko talaga mag-artista, yung gusto ko nasa harap ako ng camera, I shifted to mass comm. But also, now that I'm more mature and older, I feel that if I pursued that, parang feeling ko parang ngayon gusto ko mag-doctor, gusto kong... Although alam kong mahabang years ang medicine, it's a career na of service sa family and also to everybody na feeling ko sa old age ng aking mga mahal sa buhay, talagang maaalagaan ko sila. So I think I wish I knew then na alam ko na ngayon is yung reality in life na you have to be stable and you have to really have a job that will sustain you.
Now in your 30s.
Evolution of man. Makulay ang aking pag-shift ng career from, kasi extreme din siya from yung beauty pageant to TV hosting, medyo similar. Pagdating doon sa acting, medyo nag-shift tayo to sexy genre. So medyo doon nabulabog ang ibang tao because nga, at that time, I really wanted to to break the mold of being a beauty queen. Gusto ko makilala bilang isang tunay na actress. So I would say it's challenging and fun yung transition ko from those And I've grown so much also. Ang dami kong natututunan. Dahil iba't ibang career, iba't ibang iba't iba yung kailangan mong ibigay doon sa trabahong yun. I don't deal with it. Siguro when I was younger. I think when I was younger, medyo mas ako. I'm insecure about my height. I'm insecure about my complexion, about how I look kasi chinita ako. Pagdating sa beauty pageant, parang feeling ko hindi patok yung beauty ko. My mom would always tell me, hindi ka pang beauty queen, pang artista dahil pang K-pop, yung mga ganon. So parang, I've always thought na, oo nga, baka hindi talaga ako para dito. Baka I'll never really wear the Philippine sash. So parang yun yung nag-stick sa akin. Tapos naging insecurity din siya in a sense dahil I remember talaga, dati uso pa yung Sally Hansen, yung para siyang tanning spray. So sa pagdating sa swimsuit competition, itatan ko yung buong katawan ko dahil nga maputi ako. So gusto ko nakatan siya. So syempre sobrang din nun. Ang isang Sally Hansen spray, mahal din yun. Di ko na maalala magkano, pero mahal din yun. So makakaubos ako ng iilan dahil nga sa puti ko, kailangan ko pantay lahat nung kulay ko. So, ganun ako ka-insecure. And then, syempre during that time, I didn't really make it in the pageant world. Tapos, when I started embracing myself, when I started to realize na, ano kung chinita ko? Chinita talaga ako. Ano kung maputi ako? Yun ako . So, when I started embracing myself and accepting who I really am, that's the time na, dun ko na-realize na, kailangan mo lang pala talaga magpakatotoo. Dahil doon ibibigay ni Lord sa'yo yung desires ng heart mo. So, yun yung ko din advice to everybody na you don't have to be Angelina Jolie or anybody. You just have to be yourself to achieve whatever it is na gusto mong ma-attain in life. Magpakatotoo ka lang, embrace yourself, and everything else will follow and will flow. teenager days ko, yun yung feeling ko kasi tapos sobrang tangkad ko din as growing up from my yung sa aking grade school to high school. So lagi akong last sa linya. So I was always insecure about that na parang ang tangkad ko. Tapos ngayon na adult na ako, sana pala mas matangkad pa ako. Kasi nagreklamo kasi ako dati kaya siguro sabi ni Lord, ayan, nagreklamo ka kaya okay hanggang dyan ka lang, ganun. Siguro I turned my insecurities into my advantage. Yun nga, in-embrace ko yung sarili ko na chinita ako, maputi ako, matangkad ako, ganyan. So, lahat yun in-embrace ko. Naging late bloomer ako dahil nga ang dami kong fears. So, siguro dapat maging fearless ka na gawin mo lang yung gusto mong gawin despite of all the insecurities because lahat naman tayo may kanya-kanya insecurities but the most important thing is that you know how to embrace who you truly are, na hindi ka makain ng insecurities mo kahit paano yung gawin mo in life. So, yun, naging naging fearful imbes na maging fearless. So, now that I'm older, more mature, I'm more mature, mas bolder, and mas fearless na in terms of pursuing my goals in life. It felt so surreal at that time. Even up to this day, pag naiisip ko looking back, parang talaga nangyari yun. Nangyari yun sa buhay ko. And just try. Kasi yun yung mantra ko that time. Hindi ko na of course, lahat naman ng sumasali gusto mo manalo. But at that time, mas may acceptance na ako if ever I don't win. I am okay. Dahil yung goal ko talaga doon is wala akong maging regrets in life. Gusto ko sumali ako para hindi ako ba nag-age na, ay what if ang dami kong regrets na what if ginawa ko to, what if hindi. So, sa lahat ng gustong may gawin in life, gawin mo lang regardless. Kung marami kang fears na, ay baka mag-fail ako, di okay, nag-fail ka, at least you tried. At least nakita mo yung resulta na, at na-experience mo na, ay ganito pala yung feeling na mag-try and gawin yung, and mas fulfilling yung ganun mas grateful ka na, gusto ko lang i-try para wala akong pagsisihan, and then, yun, everything else will follow. God knows the desires naman of your heart, and ibibigyan niya yan sa'yo if feeling niya right time na, and feeling niya mapapangalagaan mo na ng mabuti yung dream na yun na meron. Lahat yata may kanya-kanyang challenges. As a beauty queen, parang yung kailangan maging prim and proper ka palagi, maging perfect ka. Pero at the end of the day, I realized yung mga beauty queen na dapat mas maging totoo. Kasi nga, syempre, din tayo parang tayo yung nilulook up ng mga younger women, or not just even younger women, but naging inspirasyon tayo ng marami. So, the more ka magpakatotoo na hindi ka perfect na tao, I think the more relatable you can be as a beauty queen, as a host, or as an actress. So, yeah, may kanya-kanya siyang Pagiging host naman, you always have to cater to your audience. The same with being an actress, parang kung meron kang role na gagawin, you have to let go of who you are and you have to really immerse yourself into the role that you're playing. As a host, kung ano yung audience mo, sila yung kailangan mo entertain also. Mapaano mo yan, prim and proper na audience, kahit na sobrang energetic mo na, pero yung palakpak nila, ganyan lang. So, pero kailangan mo i-sustain yung entertainment value ng show, ganon. So, meron naman masa na audience, and then meron namang very elite na audience. So, kanya-kanya siyang way of entertaining these different people from different walks of life, which I find very challenging and fun altogether. Just do it. I don't think there is a perfect, parang perfect formula as to kailan ka dapat mag-shift ng careers. If you feel like this is the time na kailangan mo na mag-shift ng career, then I think you should, but also consider a lot of factors na yung pag-shift ko ba ng career, it would make me grow as an individual. If yes, then go, and if it will also affect the people that I love around, yung mga ganon. So, for me, malaking factor yung happy yung people that I value and I love, and also, of course, yung financial aspect, malaking parte din yun. Kasi kung mag-shift ka ng career dahil hindi ka na happy, pero gutom ka naman, di ba? Yung mga ganon. So, parang ang dami ding factors that you have to consider na hindi lang siya about, this is what I wanna do, but it's also about considering the realities of life. Yun yung factor. So, with me naman, yung pag-shift ko is more of reinventing myself in terms of, yun nga, yung phase ng buhay ko na sa career ko na as a beauty queen, na-achieve mo na siya. And as a beauty queen, you're forever a beauty title holder. But 1 year ka lang talaga magtatrabaho sa organization and 1 year ka lang mag-serve. And then after niyan, may bago ng beauty queen. So you should learn how to gracefully let go and gracefully exit also and give it to the new title holder. And also, nasa sayo na yun if you still wanna continue to be in showbiz, you still wanna continue hosting, or you wanna shift to another career path na you're very also passionate about. I think hindi naman ako na pressure. I think it's more of the stereotype na nakikita nila na yun nga, dahil beauty queen ka, hindi ka pwedeng maputikan, hindi ka pwedeng madumihan, kailangan maganda ka lang palagi. So ako yung nagsasabi, hindi, kahit pa, pagulong-gulong niyo ako dyan, go ako. Dahil nga, syempre, you wanna be an actress, and being an actress is also, in tune ka din sa realities ng human being. Syempre, hindi naman laging role mo kailangan mayaman. Yung role mo, syempre, meron yung kailangan i-shift yung itsura mo na pwede ka rin pang na role na yung makaka-relate yung lahat ng tao sa iyo. So yun, I think I did not really, hindi ko naman naramdaman yung pressure, but more of the stereotype na, ay, beauty queen yan, so maarte yan, ganyan. So may mga ganong, hindi ko naman sinasabi na lahat ng beauty queen maarte, pero siguro I think there's this stereotype na kailangan, naka-poise ka palagi, parang medyo for others stiff yun. So, yun, ako na mismo ang, kumbaga, binibigay ko na yung sarili ko na, hindi na ako beauty queen, parang, beauty queen pa rin ako forever naman yun. Pero, nasabi ko na, uy, kahit na beauty queen ako, totoong tao ka pa din. You are in tune with whatever role that they give you. Very important sa akin yung personal space. Which is minsan, parang as an influencer, as a vlogger, you have to share everything. But I feel na marami din naman ako sinishare, pero I'm not really sharing much of my personal. Like, for example, I share my family, but not really like as much. Parang more of about me. Kasi feeling ko ako naman yung may gusto nung pagiging public figure. So, parang for me, whatever comes with it, in being a public figure, whether controversies, chismis, or whatever. Kumbaga, ako na lang because ako yung may gusto na nandito. Pag nadamay na yung family ko and everything, medyo dun ako sensitive. Kasi hindi naman sila, hindi naman nila gusto yung pagiging public, So, I think I still know what I put out there, and I still try to protect my peace as much as possible. Kasi peace is, your peace of mind is, and your peace is very priceless also. Inom ng red wine. Inom ng red. Ritual? Ano bang ritual? To be present. Kasi yun yung, I was diagnosed with din before, depression with anxiety. And then, isa sa mga sinabi sa akin ng psychiatrist is that you have to be present. Tapos may mga exercises siyang binigay sa breathing and everything. But I think yung pinaka tumatak sa akin na sinabi niya is to be present. Kasi marami sa atin yung parang, dahil yun yung naging cause, parang yung mind natin, nag-worry tayo kung ano yung mangyayari at ano yung nangyari. Yung nangyari, tapos na. Yung mangyayari, hindi pa nangyayari. So, dapat be present lang. Tapos yung five senses, yung you breathe, and then whatever it is that you see, you hear, kung ano yung ngayon, yun lang. Yun lang yung isipin at i-feel mo. Huwag ka masyadong mag-overthink of other things. So, yun, I think the best ritual that I do is I try to be present kasi hindi pa rin maiwasan minsan mag-overthink, diba? Lalo na sa akin, parang ang dami kong gustong gawing mga ganap pa in life. So, yun. At saka, try to relax and try to chill with my favorite red wine. Malaking difference kasi parang yung pagpapakatotoo minsan mahirap din, especially in this world that we live in now, na parang there's this, kahit magpakatotoo ka, meron sila expectation of you, dapat ganito ka, ganyan. Pero of course, at the end of the day, tao ka lang din, may mga pagkakamali ka, may mga magagawa kang hindi kaaya-aya para sa kanila, yung mga ganun. But at the end of the day, I still choose to be real despite of everything na kung ano ako yun ako, parang there are things na hindi man nila makita when, of course, pag umaarte ka kasi hindi man nila makita yung personality mo. That's why I want to really show my true self through vlogging and sa mga iba ko ring pinapakita sa social media ko because that's who I really am. And it's more, mas nakakaramdam ka ng freedom and mas freeing yung feeling na yun ka talaga. Matakaw ka, malakas ka kumain, or jologs ka, yung ganun, mas makita nila yung totoong ikaw. I just deal with it as it is. Parang depende yun kung constructive criticism man. Pero I've learned, kasi briefly, kwento ko lang yun sa Miss Earth before, parang kasi tinitake ko yung mga criticisms as constructive criticism lang. So nagbabasa ko, nagbabasa. At some point pala, it can consume you. So, and hindi lahat ng criticism constructive, hindi lahat ng criticism concern sila sa'yo. Basta lang may makriticize sila, feeling na meron, yung mema lang, may masabi lang sila, ganun. So, I handle it in a sense na whatever I do or yung whatever I decide to do in life, I do it. Because at the end of the day, buhay ko naman to. Kumbaga, katawan ko to, ako to. So, whatever makes me happy and fulfilled, I do it. Kahit matulog man ako at wala akong gawin, people will always have something to say. People will always have something to comment on. Pero, yun nga, at the end of the day, it is your decision because it is your life. Of course, your family is a very important factor din yung family dahil sila yung support system mo. So, at some point, na-hurt ko yung mama ko sa decision ko. But, yun nga, what I've learned sa family is talagang unconditional love na talagang they will still embrace you and love you despite of the fact na kahit sobrang nasaktan mo sila, they will still accept you for who you are. I'm talking about my experience with my family kasi iba-iba naman tayo ng pamilya, iba't iba tayo ng pinanggalingan. So, sa akin, yun yung na-realize ko na talagang kahit sobrang mo sila nasaktan, napaiyak mo sila, hindi kayo nag-usap ng matagal. Pero nung nag-usap kayo, parang kahapon lang kayo nag-usap at parang kahapon lang kayo nagkita. And they will still, accept and embrace you because anak ka nila, pamilya ka nila. Kasi I always choose to be kind. Pero minsan ang hirap maging kind. But still, I still believe in that. Na, kasi I always believe in good karma. What you put out there, in yung babalik din sa'yo, di ba? So, I still choose to be kind despite of the fact na not everyone is really kind. And some can abuse that. But at the end of the day, pinipili ko pa rin magbigay ng kindness to everybody. Dahil yun ang gusto kong ibigay sa kanila. Although, yun nga, kindness doesn't always mean that you have to say yes to everything. Of course, you just set your boundaries. You also protect your peace. And you also learn how to say no to things na feeling mo hindi na siya nagko-contribute din sa growth mo as a person. Family, most especially my mom. Kahit na yun nga, kagalit ko siya ng matagal. Parang in one snap, parang naging okay na kami and in-embrace niya ako as yung unconditional love. Yun, doon ko talaga nakita yun bilang isang ina. And also, yung mga kaibigan ko who really stayed with me through thick and thin. Isa dyan si Reg. Andyan siya talaga through highs and lows of my life, which I really appreciate kasi I don't have many friends. I just really have few ones na yun yung pwede kong takbuhan anytime na yung mga walling moments mo in life, yung gano'n, yung parang, ano ba itong nangyayari sa buhay ko? Na hindi siya all about the highs of life na yung happy ka lang. Yun, you can share also with them yung mga craziness na mo in life, yung mga kalokohan mo, yung mga kabaliwan mo. You can also share that with your best friends and also with your family at the same time. Well, of course, at first, lalo na doon sa decision ko to do sexy roles, it was hard at first because I know they will not approve of it. But I did it because yun yung gusto ko nang mag-transition into a serious actress. But yung start or kick-off for that is yun talaga, yung path na yun ang nag-present. Kumbaga yun yung opportunity na nag-present right before me. And of course, sila na nasa, kumbaga hindi naman nila talaga naiintindihan masyado yung decision ko na yun. But now, I realized that kahit na hindi sila happy doon sa decision ko, they still embrace me for who I am. And at the same time, kapag nasasaktan mo yung, lalo na yung nanay mo, yung blessings in life will not really flow. Hindi magaan yung flow. Dahil nga, mabigat. Dahil meron kang, nasasaktan mo yung, syempre, yung tao na nagbigay buhay sa'yo sa mundong ito. So, yun yung role that they play na, now, at this point in my life, ang gusto kong gawin is to make my mama proud and to do roles and to do things and decisions in life that will make them happy. Kasi hindi na sila bumabata, of course, yung mga remaining time nila dito sa mundo. Gusto kong masaya sila, gusto kong magaan yung aming pagsasama. Dahil dun din magpo-flow yung blessing na magaan, yung success. Mahirap kasi yung successful ka pero mabigat. At saka successful ka pero mag-isa ka sa buhay, di ba? Malungkot din yung gano'n. Whatever comes, I just openly, receive it. But making them stay or parang choosing these friends or these people na magstay sa buhay mo, pinipili mo na lang yung good energy, yung feeling mo nakaka-contribute sa peace and sa growth mo. And syempre, ayaw mo i-judge ka. Gusto mo yung kaibigan na andyan talaga na makikinig, papagalitan ka. Yung kaya mong maging totoo sa harap nila. You don't have to really pretend. And at the same time, through thick and thin, nandyan kayo para sa isa't isa. Hindi lang yung one way na nandyan ka lang para sa kanila or sila lang yung nandyan para sa'yo. Kumbaga, yung friendship nyo talaga is hindi na siya mabibreak ng kahit na sino. So yun, if I meet a new friend, I always welcome them. But making them stay, mararamdaman mo naman kung yung energy ng tao toxic or positive at feeling mo magja-jive kayo. So, kanya-kanyang trip. Kung magkasundo kayo, di magkasundo. Ganon din naman sa relationship Parang, I think hindi naman masyado nagbago yung sa relationship part. Siyempre, gusto ko pa rin yung financially stable and yung makakasundo ko, ganyan. But I think malaking factor yung rerespetuhin ka, mamahalin ka, at mamahalin ka ng kung sino ka, hindi dahil lang mamahalin ka ng yung mga good traits mo lang. Siyempre lahat tayo may kanya-kanyang sapak, may kanya-kanyang topak, di ba? So, kung mamahalin niyo yung pagkasiraulo mo rin, di ganon, di ba? Parang mamahalin ko rin kung sino siya at mahalin din niya kung sino ako, ganon. Feeling ko, hindi na ako bumabata. Hindi naman ito yung first time kong mag-business. May business rin ako dati, pero tulad ng acting din, or ng hosting, may time sa buhay mo na na-try mo siya, pero di ka ganun kaseryoso. Darating yung time na siseryosohin mo siya. So I think ito yung season ng buhay ko na sineryoso ko na siya because I'm not getting any younger and I feel that maganda pa rin yung meron kang ginagawa na, kasi pangarap ko talaga magkaroon ng parang empire. Business empire and then maging multi-billionaire. And syempre, hindi ka naman maging multi-billionaire dahil nagdasal ka lang na maging multi-billionaire ako or nakahilata ka lang, nangangarap ka lang ng ganun. Di ba? Syempre, kailangan mo rin, you have to start. You have to make it happen. So, for me to make it happen, you try to, start doing it in baby steps, hanggang sa matuto ka na matuto and you eventually evolve and grow. Because I love to dress up. Yun yung naging ko. And sometimes kasi dressing up, pag yung gusto mo talagang maganda, may impression yung mga tao na kailangan mahal yung damit mo, kailangan branded and everything. So I think what I'm introducing with JLore also is we can give you a very stylish and quality clothing without really hurting. Hindi naman masasaktan yung bulsa mo because buy one, take one kami forever. So I try my best to really give my customers, my clients, the stylish and quality fits they can find in our shop. In all forms and in all, mapababae, lalaki, lahat ng gender, at kahit mga bata. Parang feeling ko pangarap ko din yun, papunta na kami sa department store. Yung clothing line na siya nagsimula, tapos parang kung ano yung hahanapin ng customer, we try to really give them their needs and also their wants, yung request nila. So, ayun, hindi ko na siya akalain na medyo nag-evolve na siya into, it is becoming a baby pa lang, but it's evolving also fast. Think now na nag-start ako ng business, parang feeling ko, para din sa iba, it's not easy to start a business. Kasi ano din siya in anything that you do, para din siyang gamble, para siyang risk din siya. Pero in any business, make sure also na yun yung gusto mong gawin. Kasi babalik ka doon sa ano ba yung purpose mo, ba't mo to sinimulan. And kung hilig mo siya, it won't feel like work at all. It won't feel like, ay, hindi naman ako kumikita, ba't ko ba to gagawin? Kasi syempre, meron tayong mga tinatawag na birth pains. So, lahat yon mapagdadaanan mo. Kapag hindi mo kasi napagdaanan yon, medyo mas masarap mapagdaanan yung mga pait at sakit when starting a business or in any career that you choose to. Kasi mas, pag nandun ka na sa sarap ng tagumpay, mas masarap maramdaman yung fulfillment doon dahil nga, naramdaman mo yung hirap also ng process. Yung reality lang din na, of course, when you're younger, marami ka pwede magawa, but of course, as you get older, mas gusto mo nang maging stable in life. And I feel that 35 parang I'm still getting started. Parang feeling ko nagsisimula pa lang yung buhay. Kahit na 35 na ako, kung tutuusin parang mature na. Pero parang feeling ko nagsisimula pa lang yung mga gusto kong i-attain in life. Siguro yung nagsa-start ako, yung parang hindi ko, alam kong I love dressing up, pero parang nung nag-start ako, hindi ko alam kung magsa-start ba ako with creating my own talaga brand from scratch, yung talagang magpo-produce ako ng mga damit na magsa-start ako ng sarili kong brand, or I'll just cater to existing brands na yung mga overruns, mga ganun. And then also yung challenge is yung hindi ko alam kung paano siya tatanggapin ng tao. Tatangkilikin ba siya ng tao? May bibili ba sa akin? Bukod sa mga kaibigan ko, yung gano'n. So, I'm just happy na, yun din isa kong mantra in life, sometimes don't expect lang too much. Put in the work, but don't expect too much. Because, yun nga, everything else will just flow. So, yun, dahil hindi ka expect masyado, parang kahit pa paano, ibinigay din ni Lord yung nararapat doon sa hard work na binuhos mo doon. So, I'm just happy na tuloy-tuloy din yung pagtangkilik ng tao. Kahit na hindi pa ako nagpo-full blast online. Kumbaga, nag-start lang ako ng shop ko doon sa area. But I'm just happy also to see people happy every time they purchase a buy one, take one product from me. And then, happy sila na suotin yun. Regardless of any status in life, construction worker, tapos may-ari mga lupain, ganyan. So, happy ako to see all of them happy. Lalo na pag yung marami silang nabili and then sobrang mura nila na nabili sa akin. Paano ko ma-describe? Kasi ako yung tipo ng tao na gusto ko laging may something new that I do, something new na ipapursue ko for the betterment of the future. For the betterment of growth ko din as a person. Kasi pag parang ito lang, lagi mong ginagawa, syempre at some point, parang maano ka rin na nag-grow pa ba ako? Parang ano pa ba ang gusto kong ibang gawin? Di ba you always look forward to doing something new? So I think yung transition, hindi naman talaga transition, parang nagdagdag lang ako ng mga gagawin, which is yun nga, yung business side din. And I feel na gusto ko pang mag-venture into other businesses also, na sana, hopefully, mag-pursue din natin. Kumain ng chocolate? Ha? Money? Hindi naman small yun. Ano ba yan?
Vacation.
Hindi naman din small yun. Magastos yun eh.
Pag-receive ng customer.
Yes, I think isa yon, yung simple joy lang of seeing them happy and at the same time, nagiging suki mo na sila dahil dahil nga, you give them that joy. Since you give them that joy, yun din yung joy na bumabalik sa akin na parang sulit yung pagod ko as an actress or as a beauty queen or host. Yung supporter mo na nandyan ever since. Tapos yung nai-inspire mo sila to do better then in life because they see you also transition into things na gusto din nilang, kumbaga nai-inspire mo sila to also do the same. Kung ano yung ginagawa mo sa buhay mo, parang gusto nila, ay gusto ko rin mag-business dahil nakita ka nilang nag-business from also whatever it is that you're doing in your showbiz career and then nag-business ka rin. So, na-inspire mo sila na kahit mag-business din sila ng simpleng business. Kasi sa simpleng business, pwedeng lumaki yun ng pag sinipagan mo lang at talagang you put your heart into it. Parang gusto ko ng Keeping Up with the Kardashians na reality show, gano'n. Pero hindi ko alam kung payag sila mama na mag-star sa kasi minsan inaasar ko lang si mama sa mga sa mga TikTok or videos ko, gano'n. Pero masarap mag-star or masarap gumawa ng isang reality series or show with the family because at the end of the day, magkakilala naman na kayo at alam nyo na yung mga kalokohan ng isa't isa. But showing that to the public also is a different kind of fun na makita nila maintindihan nila kung bakit ka ganito dahil ito yung kinalakihan mong environment also. I can eat like a construction worker.
And don't get fat.
Huwag kang matakot. Continue to make your dreams happen. Kasi, nung mga 20s ako, feeling ko medyo, suppressed ako dun sa mga, talaga gusto kong gawin in life. So, I feel that now that I'm in my 30s, parang life is just really starting for me dahil ito yung time na medyo, syempre may may takot pa rin ako, meron pa rin akong mga, hindi ko alam kung mag-workout ba to, yung mga ginagawa ko, pero I'm more of parang, I'm not afraid to fail at this point in time. Parang, I don't really call it failure if lessons learned lang talaga siya. Yung, hindi kasi naman pwedeng magsubukan mo isang bagay successful agad. Kailangan meron ka talagang matututunan for every process in anything that you do. So, yun, I think that's what I'll tell my future self when I turn 40 and hopefully, pagdating ko ng 40, talagang ma-achieve ko na yung goal ko na maging multi-billionaire, gano'n. Kasi di ba life starts at 40, so yun yung sabi nila na. Because I feel that's the time that you're really career-wise and financially wise, yun talaga yung time na medyo ma-achieve mo na sana yung mga gusto mong maabot in life. At saka sana pa rin, yung mag-age gracefully ako, gano'n. Sana walang stress. Ayun nga, gusto ko talaga maging multi-billionaire. Hindi ko alam paano ko ma-achieve yun, pero lagi ko siyang sinasabi para ma-manifest ko siya at ma-attract ko siya. Dahil yun nga, I don't wanna do it just for myself, but I wanna do it also for my family and para pag nawala na ako dito sa world, nawala na ako sa world. Ang bilis po you never know naman kailan ka kukunin ni Lord, di ba? Pero ayoko silang mahirapan in life. Gusto kong okay sila dahil nga work hard ako para sa kanila. Para din sa self ko yun. Siyempre, para makapag-shopping din ako and everything. Maka-tour around the world. Yung simpleng na-inspire mo sila, it made their life better. You touched their lives. Yung simpleng lang, kunwari nabigyan mo sila meron silang wish na, maraming stories na gano'n yung parang nabigyan mo lang sila nung hiling nila. Kunwari, pinakain mo lang sila nung Noche Buena, winelcome mo lang sa bahay mo. Hirap sila to really eat 3 times a day, but dahil na-welcome mo sila sa bahay mo, napakain mo sila, na-inspire sila, and then lagi ako naniniwala na bilog ang mundo. Totoo yun, di ba? Bilog ang mundo. Hindi mo alam na yung mahirap siya ngayon, winelcome mo sa bahay mo. Years after, di mo alam sila na yung pinakamayamang tao sa mundo. Kaya nga, I always choose to be kind dahil hindi mo alam. Bilog ang mundo and at the same time, dahil ikaw yung capable of sharing the blessing. Just share it, hindi dahil meron silang maibabalik sa'yo na, bakit ko ibibigyan sila ng pagkain? Hindi naman sila makakabigay sa akin ng pera or hindi sila makakakontribute sa buhay ko. But dahil ikaw yung capable of sharing the blessing, just give it because biniyayaan ka ng ganong status in life to share it. Dahil ang pangit din naman, parang hindi parang mabigat din also to. Parang ikaw lang yung masaya, tapos syempre, ikaw lang yung busog, tapos yung nasa paligid mo gutom, hindi syempre, di ba, parang mas masarap maging busog at happy kapag lahat din ng tao sa paligid mo busog and happy din. It takes time also and experience to really turn the insecurities into your strength or your advantage. Kasi like parang dati ayoko dahil chinita ako. Pero ngayon feeling ko yun yung pinaka-greatest asset ko, yung chinita ko. Ayoko sa sarili ko dahil maputi ako. Pero yun pala, di ko na-realize ang ganda pala ng skin ko dahil, di ba parang usually pag kung ano yung wala ka, yun yung hinahanap mo. So, I think to anybody who's insecure about anything, just always know that you are perfectly and wonderfully made. Like, hindi man, kumaga, insecure ka man sa kulay mo, sa itsura mo, pero it's really how you carry yourself. Talo ng malandi ang maganda. Kasi mas nadadala ng malandi, yung confidence niya kasi andoon. Maganda ka, pero parang dahil mo insecurities, parang hindi mo alam maganda ka, ganun. Hindi mo siya nadadala ng maayos. So, I think in life also, mas ma-achieve mo yung mga gusto mo ma-achieve kung confident ka. At kahit na marami kang insecurities, kunwari insecure ka dahil di ka magaling magsalita, may stage fright ka kapag nagsasalita ka sa public. Kung yun yung insecurity mo, feeling mo yun yung iyong weakness, then work on it. Mag-take ka ng public speaking lessons or lagi kang mag-volunteer na pwedeng ako mag-host, pwedeng ako mag-ano. Kasi yun din yung insecurity ko before. Nung bata ako, sobrang tahimik ko, ganyan. Tapos, nalala ko din nung bata ako, alam mo, stage fright kasi talaga yung kalaban mo sa kahit ano. So, naalala ko may singing contest sa school, pumiyok ako sa, kinanta ko yung isang lahi. So, pumiyok ako basta yung mataas sa isang lahi, ano ba yun? Sundan mo ng tanaw ang buhay. Yung parang, basta yung sobrang taas na part, pumiyok ako dahil kinabahan ako. Yung hindi ko pa nakakanta, yung utak ko, sinasabi, hindi mo kaya yan, hindi mo kaya yan. So, pumiyok ako. Tapos, ever since naniwala yung nanay ko na marunong ako kumanta. Marunong kumanta. Yun. As in, hindi, lagi na siyang, pag sa Bisaya pa na sinasabi niya lagi, kakanta ka, unsa nagpakaulaw na pagka, ibig sabihin, ano bang Tagalog na yun? Huwag ka nang kumanta kasi, parang pinapahiya mo lang yung sarili mo or pinapahiya mo kami, ganun. Pero, yun nga, minsan, syempre, hindi na niya maiwasan yung, kasi gusto ko yung mag-host tsaka, kumanta sa mga piyesta, yung mga ganun, or kung mga video okay, ganyan, gusto ko. So, talagang, I think, ano na ba yung question? Advice. Advice in life, talaga, siguro, i-ano mo na lang sa kapal ng mukha mo lahat. Yung anything you do, I'm not just talking about show business or beauty pageant or being an entrepreneur, but I think you always need to turn your insecurity into your confidence. Dahil kung lagi kang mahihiya o walang mangyayari, hindi ka uusad. Kung makapal yung mukha mo, kahit hindi ka naman talaga, hindi ka kagandaan, hindi ka kagalingan, pero feeling mo ikaw yung pinakamagaling, talagang yung tingin ng tao sa'yo magaling ka. Like, kunwari, hindi naman talaga ako singer, ganyan, pero dahil makapal yung mukha mo at feeling mo magaling ka, feeling din nila magaling ka, ganon. So, yun yung I think dapat na mantra mo na huwag kang mahiya, dapat lahat ng gagawin mo confident ka na ikaw yung pinakamagaling. Like sa Q&A, like I always tell girls na, paano ba yan? Ate, takot ako sa Q&A, ganyan. Sabi ko, hindi dapat ganon. Dapat yung question na matakot sa'yo, ganon. Yung question na matakot sa'yo because hindi ka naman tatanungin ng what is the equation of, hindi naman magtatanong sa'yo ng Einstein na question sa Q&A. Usually, pagdating sa beauty pageant or any Q&A, more on yung current issues or experience mo in life. So, there's really no wrong or right answers. Yun lang, minsan matatanong tayo ng question na hindi natin alam, minsan hindi natin nabasa or hindi tayo aware of. So, dapat talaga maging aware. And at the same time, dapat ang first step doon talagang tanggal muna yung stage fright and yung overthinking na baka hindi mo masagot and everything. So, dapat yung question na matakot sa'yo. At yun nga, at the end of the day, kailangan kapal na mukha ang ipairal mo. Huwag kang matakot na gawin yung mga gusto mong gawin. Dahil lang sabi nila, hindi ka bagay dyan or hindi ka pwede dyan. Gawin mo despite of the noise. Huwag kang makinig sa kanila. Saka mo nalang isipin yung resulta pag nagawa mo na. Pag hindi nangyari, edi okay, at least nasubukan mo. Mas fulfilling kasi yung gano'n na nasubukan mong gawin. Kung ano yung gusto mong marating or magawa. kaysa yung parang nagsisi ka na hindi mo siya nagawa dahil nga sabi nila, hindi naman nila buhay mo yon. So at the end of the day, dapat do what makes you happy. If it contributes to your growth and well-being, gawin mo dahil it will make you become a better person. Be genuine in all your relationships. Also, sa relationships naman, romantic or friendships, always give your all. Kasi pag nagmahal ka, relationship na romantic man or friendship, it is not love at all for me if you did not give your all. It also speaks sa I'm also speaking about career. Kasi pag hindi mo binuhos yung lahat ng hard work mo and parang hindi rin fulfilling. Basta alam mo, whether or not it will work out, you know na binigay mo lahat. And at least, aalis ka man, whether that's a relationship, a friendship, or a career, aalis ka doon na buo yung loob mo ring aalis dahil buo mong binigay yung self mo. Yun nga, always know, don't lose yourself also in the process of doing things or just because kasi nangyari na sa akin yun, parang I lost myself in the process of loving someone. Ang hirap pa naman nun na mag-rebuild ka ulit sa sarili mo dahil nga you lost yourself in the process. So, ibigay mo lahat, pero wag mo iwala din yung self-love mo, yung pagmamahal mo rin sa sarili mo, yung respeto mo sa sarili mo, wag mo iwala yun dahil very important din yun na pag may respeto ka sa sarili mo, yung other person also will see you the same way. Magbibigay din sila ng respeto dahil may respeto ka sa sarili mo at binibigay mo din sa kanila yung respeto na deserve din nila also. You're being a mother. It changed my perspective in life so much because it's not just all about me anymore. Meron ng umaasa sa'yo, meron ka ng nurture, maging responsible human being and everything. So, lahat din ng ginagawa mo na in life mas may purpose. Kumbaga dati kasi parang, ay gagawin ko to para sa ikayayaman ko or ikabubuti ko, ganun. So, parang ngayon, sa ikabubuti namin, sa ikakabuti ng future namin, or more so, future niya, diba? So, yun, I think, you become a brand new person talaga na pag naging nanay ka na, iba na talaga siya. Fulfillment is peace of mind. You know how to protect your peace kahit na sobrang ingay ng mundo. Yung kaya mo siyang i-mute kahit na sobrang ingay ng hindi, I'm not talking about literally na maingay yung kapitbahay mo, anything. Pero yung sobrang chaotic na mundo, but you know how to protect your peace, you know how to say no to things that hindi na nakaka-contribute sa growth mo and betterment mo as a person. So yeah, I think life is just really getting started for me. Parang ngayon pa lang parang nagsa-start pa lang yung mga gusto kong gawin in life with a purpose. So I think that's really what fulfillment is for me. You are happy with what you're doing, but you're also at peace with yourself and with everybody that you love.